Hello everyone. Don't forget to subscribe our channel. Go to the subscribe here, push and click your bell button. And if you want to get new video, so go to click all. So now you have subscribed. Today we will tell you about the system of how to start our machine and what is the difference between hydraulic and pneumatic system. This is the pneumatic system of our machine. You can see here that one compressor, and after that one ball valve and receiver, a dryer, filter and dried air after we will get, and this is the solenoid valve that it will be work to move our parts or cylinder whatever we want. So this video is very useful and helpful for newcomer, and if you want to make the project also, so it will be very helpful to you. So now we start that compressor. Compressor means that it will be make the generate, make and develop your air. It will create the pressure, and when it will be create the pressure, suppose it is making the pressure around 7 bar. So ball valve for this, that when we want to stop this compressor and no need to our air outside, so ball valve will be closed. And this is the receiver. This receiver, that one pressure gauge for what, that it will be show that what is the pressure inside of receiver. And this is the safety switch. We almost set on 10 or 12 bar, whatever we want. That suppose this compressor is around 7 bar pressure, so we can set on 20 bar, because if pressure will be built in the receiver and compressor automatic relay will be shut off, so or damaged, so that time this switch will be open. This is like your cooker that you use in your kitchen. So when your pressure is developed in your cooker and your whistle will not work, so that time your safety switch will be damaged, that it will be open itself. This is the like that. So this is the safety switch. And this is the drain valve. Drain valve for the what, that when pressure, then air will become to receiver, so some moisture in the air will be, so we open this valve one or twice in a day, that in the morning or in the evening. And after when this air whatever we have in receiver, so that pressure will be released. This is the again one valve, so to close the pressure and to get the pressure in our dryer. Dryer means this is for your air dry. When air will become, so if we want that air should be dry, so dried air will be through this. It will be separate the moisture from the air. And this is the filter for the dryer, that suppose that some particles are some iron or some dust or some rust are in your air, and suppose in the receiver also, so it will be helpful that only the air will be go to our dryer. After getting the dried air, so we can use in our system. And also we put one valve as a bypass. Suppose our dryer is not working or we want to do work in dryer, so that time we will close this valve, receiver outgoing valve and dryer outgoing valve, and open this bypass valve, so we can use the direct this air, because if we don't want to stop our production. So this is the system that if suppose that compressor is running and we don't want any air outside, so we can close this. So it means we can store 7 bar pressure always, or 10 bar, whatever we have set. So compressor and air means that in receiver, so when we need air we can use, and when we don't want to use, so we can close, pressure will be here. So it means when compressor will be stopped itself when pressure what we have set it, so it will be reached, so that time compressor itself off. So it means that what pressure we have made by compressor, so that the pressure can be hold here. And suppose that now we will talk about our hydraulic system. This is the tank, hydraulic tank, and one motor, and this is the pump, and this is the coupling between the pump and motor. When we will fix the motor, need a coupling. So motor and pump will be joined with one coupling. When motor rotates, so pump will be rotate. So this is the filter for hydraulic tank. Your oil will be filter after this filter. So when it will be enter oil, it will be create the pressure or make the pressure. So that time when pump will move, so pressure will, pump will make the pressure, and it will be go that arrow, so that they are that in your valve. But here is no receiver. You can see that what pressure is generating, we have to use. If we will not use, suppose valve will be here and your system is not accordingly to your pump, so that time your pump or motor will be burned. Pump will be damaged or motor will be burned. So it means we have to use all pressure what we are generating through our hydraulic system. So both systems are different. That we can hold the pressure in air, but in your hydraulic system, we cannot stop the pressure. We have to use directly. So this is the valve that last time we told you that you can watch our previous video. The how it is the working. To show you here, we will tell you a little bit that here that pressure will generate and pressure go to the your valve. You can see the P point. P point means that pressure will come. If suppose your system is not working, we don't want to use our pressure to move that cylinder. That time valve will be closed. So that time P will be go to T, and we will your oil will be go to tank itself. When we use the pressure, that time suppose the coil A, we got we give the some current to coil A, so it will be operate, and P, this is the left arrow will show here that this is the pressure P now, and A here, so it will be go to the A, and here you can see then when it will be go, so B will be to meet to T. So B pressure what we are in our cylinder, so that pressure will be released to the tank. And same here that when P will be, and we give the current in coil P, so P will give the pressure to P here. A, this is the P, and this is the P, this is the B. So P pressure will become to P point, and what pressure in the your cylinder, so A pressure will drop to your T point. So this is the four way, that only P, T, A, P. Here be same P, T, P, A, and T, and P. So here that P, A, B, and P same, because of in the valve we cannot write everywhere that this indication. This is the standard valve sign. So that when we will open this or give the pressure, so that time pressure will be go to cylinder, your cylinder will be moved. And in your hydraulic system, you can see that when pressure will become, so air will be go to the A point. Suppose that our all valve are open, and your we want to move one cylinder, and this we did not give the current in coil A or B. So this is, you can see that P is the block that close this. So pressure will be hold in P point. It will not drop. When suppose that we give the current in coil A, that time coil that P will meet to A point here, and your system will be move, and your B point, this time B will meet T, because air we cannot gather in our tank, so it will be go in your atmosphere. And also if you want to control your speed of your cylinder, that if cylinder is moving very fast, so we can put one valve, one adjustable valve, some adjustable point adapter type we can put on the T point here, and also here what we want to. So how much pressure will be released through T, so that time you can control that, and your cylinder movement will be smoothly. So we can adopt, otherwise we can set one valve in our hydraulic, in the in pneumatic cylinder also. So this is the basic difference between air and hydraulic system. So hydraulic system, in pneumatic system, we have to close our P point, and if we are using our hydraulic system, so we have open or use that pressure as well as. So now we will go again that hydraulic system. You can see, suppose your valve is running now, that we have given the current. So when your system will be operate forward or backward, and or some rotating the part of your motor, hydraulic motor, like that, some we want to rotate some part, and that your system, that your what distance do you want to complete it, and after completed the distance, you did not switch off your light or current, so that time pressure will be on the pump also, because otherwise your cylinder will be damaged. So what is the condition that we make with me here? So you can see that this is the relief valve. We put one manifold here and put one relief valve in the peak. So we will set the pressure in through the relief valve. So suppose we want to move cylinder around 90 bar pressure. So we will set this relief valve. So when pressure will be in your cylinder 90 bar, and your motor, or sorry, pump making the pressure around 110 or 125 bar. So extra pressure will be released through this relief valve. You can see that we put the here, that this is the P point, and pressure will be released through that is the red color arrow here. You can see that pressure will be go to the your tank, directly tank. So what excess pressure will drop, and suppose your movement has been completed, and your PLC did not receive the signal to stop that time also, that pressure will be built in the cylinder 90 kg only, and that cylinder is not moving, but so that time all pressure will be released to your hydraulic tank. So that is the basic system of our hydraulic. And also one more thing, that this is the beginning of a newcomer and new fresher engineer. We will tell that in our coming video, how we will make the system that we saw here, the hydraulic system, only motor, pump, filter, and this is the valve, how it will work, and what is the working of our pneumatic system. So this is the basic difference between air and hydraulic movement. So guys, I think you learn and you understand. If you want to know all about anything, so give the comment. We will tell you in or reply in next video. Thank you very much.